Scavenger is a wonder weapon available on the map Call of the Dead through random chance on the mystery box. It's a one-hit kill until around round 45, and you need PhD to use it because it has a very generous blast radius. Perk PhD, like I said, is essential in this map because of the Scavenger's very generous blast radius. It will down you without PhD and it will red screen you with Juggernog, and then one zombie comes along and hits you and you're dead. Or George gets you a few times, screams, and then zombies come over because you can't run and then you're dead. So yeah, that being said, it's one of my favourite wonder weapons despite its flaw of taking quite a while to actually do any damage once you fire it, unlike the Wonderwaffe, which if you shoot a zombie it just chains to like 10 of them around you. With that being said, a lot of people pretty much love the Scavenger, myself included, despite that flaw. You're forced to essentially go for either the VR11, kill George and try and get the Wonderwaffe, or use the Scavenger with PhD because Call of the Dead once again has no traps whatsoever in the map. It's kind of ironic because the favourite weapon is also the one that runs out of usefulness first, despite being initially the better of the three. And what I mean by that is on the lower rounds, like, it will clear the most zombies with the least amount of shots, but then as it goes up to, like, say round 75, you'll need to trade it out a load of times just to be able to kill one tree or more. And even though it sounds like I'm trying to be negative about the weapon, even though I really do like it, it's still probably the most enjoyable out of the three wonder weapons on the map Call of the Dead. But then again, Call of the Dead is just a brilliant map. The Scavenger that I'm making here kind of has a few of the same problems that a couple of the wonder weapons, like the Wonderwaffe that I made have, is it's that it's like 2D, which isn't really a problem. It gives me a chance to make one side more detailed than trying to make an entire model of it, but it's also very flat, and like, I can't really, I have to be careful when I'm holding it, and that's not to say that a 3D model will be much better, but it does kind of force me to be a bit more careful because it's so thin and flimsy. I ultimately came to the conclusion that the best way to make this thing as close to the real thing as possible was to do certain parts and then just stick extra bits to them, and that gives it more of that authentic look. And the map also had a few unique aspects about it, such as you were playing as a different main crew, which only appeared in one map like 5, not a single trap. There's also the zip lines as well. The last sort of unique aspect, which actually did carry on in the rest of the Black Ops 1 maps, was that there wasn't necessarily a boss round, but there was a boss that always was in each round at least once. So what I mean by this is George is there present throughout the entire game. You kill him but he respawned. And then in Shangri-La there's the napalm and trigger zombie, which once you kill them they either respawn or they wait until the next round to respawn. And then there's the astronaut zombie. So yeah, that was something that kind of carried over from this map on to the rest of the Black Ops 1 maps. Now you can really start to tell how actually long this weapon is compared to even the rest of them. And in the Zapguns video that I'm doing, I'll actually show a comparison of all of them together. But this specific model here, the Scavenger, not the practice attempt that I did off screen, it's the longest out of all the ones I've done so far. But yeah, like I said earlier on, it was surprisingly, actually I would go as far as to say the easiest out of them, because while the pieces themselves individually were quite long, it wasn't too challenging to the point where I was actually willing to start again from a certain part and then carry on from it, because if it was like the ray gun, it would have been a bit demotivating to actually start an entire section again from, say, getting halfway through the thing. But with this, it was like, it helped because I was also sticking them all together, so it gave me a bit of a few extra chances just to try and make the thing look better myself. In case anyone was wondering, there were a few extra changes that I made, such as the ammo clip, the trigger, and even the scope a bit, and the far left side of the barrel. They're the types of changes that I made, along with just trying to fix up everything else that I had done already. In the unlikely event that you're completely unaware of the map Call of the Dead or the Scavenger, here is some gameplay of the weapon and what it does.